Likutei Halachos, Hilchos Tefila Halacha Hey. We're starting, Sif Aleph, Al Pi HaTorah, Likutei Tanin Siman Pei Dalet. On the teaching number 84 in the second Chelek of Likutei Maharan, this is what he says. Da she'ikos chabos v'advekos Hashem Yisborach, the main connection and adhesion to Hashem Yisborach with the Tefila is through davening. That's why most of when a person davens, he has thoughts of godless, of chashivas, like Shufuni Hanash, check me out, look at me now. Ki Tefila, I know Pchinas Malchus, Pchinas Ani, the Tefila, the Malchus, which is Ani, which is a Kodesh Baruch Hu Kaviyachol, is Begolus. It's now in exile. The Ani, by the way, is the polar opposite of Ayin. It's the same letters. When the top, the Keser Elyon, that level is called Ayin. As we said, Ayin is a level of nothingness. It's full, but I don't grasp anything. Corporate finance, right? Nobody knows. It's no picture. Don't worry about it. So it's Pchinas Ayin. When it trickles down through the spheres to a state of awareness, the Ayin becomes Ani. I'm aware. I'm aware of myself. So Ani is really a congealed Ayin. Pchinas Ani hu begolus, it's in Golus with Malchus HaRashah inside the realm of wickedness. When he wants to come out, then the Malchus, the evil empire, grabs onto it. The godless, in other words, boastfulness, self-aggrandizement. When you daven with great strength, you give koyach in Tefila, to steel itself against Malchus HaRashah. Nimtza shatikon lepniya shel gadlus ha'onis asat tefila, the tikun to all the side thoughts that of check me out, that come on the mind of the time of davening. U'lespalel bekoyach is to daven forcefully. With this, he will gaber on them and he will mevatel them. Of course, I just want to mention again, today is Gimel Av, the Yotzet of my mother, Sonia Vasifir Meir, Alei Shalom. The limud is La'aliyas Nishmos Levat Hashem. And Kamuvan for Yeshua, for Klal Yisrael, everybody, all those who are not healthy should have refuah. All those who are in financial straits, should have Yeshua, emotionally, physically, financially, any which way, spiritually, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to do, should have. With this, you rectify this meaning of Eshes Chayil, Pchinas Malchus, and takes it out of the Golus. He takes the Shechina, which is Eshes Chayil, the Malchus, gets it out of the Golus, the Levushin Uchmin from black clothes, Levushin the Klipa, which is garments of Klipa, Shimechusa and the Belusa, which covers it, in which it is clad while in exile. The Nasas King of Kodesh Baruch Hu becomes a nest for Kodesh Baruch Hu, a residence for Kodesh Baruch Hu. Ve'ikir kavanoscha, you make kavanos she needs to be, she'tesaken ha-Shechina Kodesh Zav Goyim Ba'alo, she rectify the Shechina
so she can get married to her husband. Because first it has to be awakened from below. First from below, and then comes the awakening from above. Then the Shechina, instead of being clad in black garments with the levushim from the Sitra Achara, from the Klipah, now it is wearing glowing garments, illuminating garments of Chiva Sumak Yorok, which means white and red and green, or yellow, whatever you call it. Chinas Ovos, these are the forefathers. Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Chetzim Lot Teferes. Vehi b'chinas Shvur. What are you asking?
Green is Avinu?
No, Yaakov.
Yaakov.
Yeah.
Why do the Yishmael in green?
It's what in the olden days they used to call what we call yellow, Tzahav, used to call it green. So the Maisa, white, and the whiteness and the redness, Kivyochel, in the middle, is the green, or the yellow, the orange, whatever you want to call it. The B'chinas Yorek. This is B'chinas Obes. But this is B'chinas Shvuah, B'chinas Shiv'ah. As it says in the Torah, that's the swearing, B'chinas Shiv'ah, V'nasakilu, Achshav Nishbar L'Obes Kayim, it's made as if a Kodesh Baruch Hu has just sworn again to our forefathers, like it's happening right now. Yitzhak Dei Tefila B'Koyach, when you're davening with great force, you're causing a renewal of the shvuah, of the swearing to the Obes Adkar. Zeh b'chinas Yif Beis Tfilos Oven Tiknu. The Tfilos were constituted by the Obes, by Avos and Yaakov. Ki'ikir Tefila b'chinas Obes, because Tefila itself is identified with the Obes. Kedei Tefila b'koyach nischanish hashvuah l'Obes. It is through Tefila with strength that you renew the swear that Kodesh Baruch Hu has sworn to our forefathers. Ki hashlosha Obes, because the three forefathers, the patriarchs, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, hem be'atzmam, they themselves, b'chinas tikunim alas ha'tefila v'yom ha'tefila. Each one embodies, they are synonymous with the tikunim, the rectification of the tefillah that is included in that tefillah. Ki Avraham isha chesed, Avraham is the man of chesed, u'ikar yischavus v'adveikis l'Hashem yisbosh l'chilum, that tefillah. He constitutes the main inclusion and adhesion to Hashem that one merits through tefillah. Ki Avraham b'chinas chesed. Avraham is a chesed. What is chesed? Is a hava v'ishtokikus v'yischavus v'adveikis l'Hashem. This is love and longing and yearning and connection and adhesion to Hashem as well. Because the b'chinas chesed v'ahava, all this is compassion and love. The b'chinas Avraham. Avraham is the first one who was davening, shleimus, properly. How many people spoke to Hashem? On the Isaac on a daily basis in Tefillah. Avraham was the first one. To establish the way of davening every single day in the world. He is the one who started injecting the world with faith, with amunah. Which is the aspect of tefillah. Now, Yitzchak, he has gvuras. Yitzchak is might, right? That's koyach and gvura, that's the strength and the force. That you down with great strength, with great might, in order to crack and break down the kingdom of defilement. which is what? That's the pomposity and the pride and boastfulness that comes in your heart while you're davening. Ki ba'Avram v'Yitzchok, in Avram and Yitzchok, haya adayin achidus malchus harashon. While Avram and Yitzchok was still there, the kingdom of defilement still had a toehold in them, and that manifested itself in their children, Esav and Ishmael. You know, Avram Avinu had Ishmael, and Yitzchak had Esav. That came out of them. That's why you have to bring into the mix the great Gvuras, the holy Gvuras, holy mights of Yitzchak. That's what you daven with great strength, great Gvura, in order to defeat and eradicate the kingdom of defilement. So Malchus Esav Ishmael, that's the Malchus of Esav Ishmael. So Vatlu at Tefila de Machshava Shel Gadlus. It should not be Vatlu Machshava, the Tefila de Machshava Shel Gadlus. It's unbelievable, you know. This morning, obviously, I died in front of the Omen, which is why I was late. I mean, I died at the same time, but I died in front of the Omen. There's nobody to rush me. So I died word for word, you know, I didn't, you know, whatever. Man. I don't remember having such much illness of godless, like, check me out, huh? That's what you call davening, man. Check me out. Woo!
I missed it.
What?
I missed it.
You wouldn't have seen it. You would have seen somebody who's like, I don't care. That doesn't move me. You know, I'm way beyond that. But inside, man, it was like, man, I had to find it the entire Tefila. At the end, I had to say, listen, in my heart, I mean to say it b'emes. I can't, because I'm a bubba, or I'll at least, you know, take the, whatever it is I said b'emes, take this and that. Woo! This is for me. We'll continue this tomorrow with the Shulchan.